So one of the things that a lot of us look forward to in a relationship is somebody that we can be 100% free with, somebody that we can be completely honest with without being judged or making us feel less of ourselves. Somebody that you can kind of share virtually anything and everything with, and still feel safe. But that raises a question. Is it everything that you should tell your partner? Hi guys, my name is Duruewuru Chukwuemeka and welcome to another episode of Heartfelt with Duru, where I get to share insight, thoughts and lessons that I've picked up from this thing called relationship. And on this particular episode, I'm going to try as much as possible to answer the question, is it everything that you should share with your partner? Once again, if you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe. I make a video every week on this channel. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this topic. So should you tell your partner everything in a relationship? Well, I would say that it depends. It depends on the context and the individuals involved. When it comes to context, you ask yourself, okay, how committed is this relationship? Are we in a casual relationship or we are in a more committed relationship? Like, okay, we are engaged or we are married, that kind of thing. We actually, to a large extent, determine the level, the threshold of sensitivity of information that you actually share. So if you're actually in a casual relationship, I don't think that you have a right to your personal information, except the other person asks. I don't think you should get about sharing intricate, sensitive details, to the other person, except they ask for it. But when you're in a committed relationship or married, I believe in 100% honesty. But 100% honesty doesn't mean that you have to tell your partner everything. There are some information that they are not doing anything with it. It's not going to advance your relationship. It's not going to, move you guys forward. So obviously, when you stay with somebody for a while, you can be able to tell the kind of things that they can handle and the ones they can't handle. You should be able to find where the boundary is. I don't think it's about sharing everything. I believe it's about effective communication. Effective communication doesn't mean that you spill everything, that you have to tell your partner everything. It means that you should know the ones to say, you should know the ones not to say. Even the ones that you want to say, you should know how to say it and when to actually say it. I believe in selective disclosure in a relationship, because there are some things that if you're to tell your partner in a relationship, it's going to cause more harm than good. So for example, let's say you're with a partner that is very worrisome. Your partner worries too much, and this small thing gives them heart attack, you get. It's not, I don't think that it's every kind of information that you're going to tell them, or even when you're going to tell them, you know how to, prepare them for those kind of information. There are actually some certain information I don't think you should share with your partner. Things like a trade secret. Let's say, for example, if your partner were to be a pastor, a medical doctor, I don't think it's wise to share, what people tell them in confidence. I don't think it's wise for them to share it with you. That's actually what happens in the occupation, and it's not going to add anything to your relationship. So they might as well skip that, except when it has something to do with your, your relationship. And that's actually when I feel that you should share, things like that. Other things like, your insecurities that can easily be misinterpreted. Of course, you should know your partner. The more you stay with somebody, the more you can be able to kind of figure out where is the boundary, where is this boundary on the things that I can safely share and the things that I cannot share with this person. It's not like you're trying to withhold the information, it's just that you're trying to keep the other person safe. You're doing it in their best interest. One rule of thumb I think we should all follow is to ask ourselves, okay, this information I want to withhold. If my partner is to find out about this thing, are they going to feel betrayed? Are they going to feel hurt? Are they going to feel like, okay, I betrayed the relationship? Or are they going to understand that, okay, I did this thing in their best interest? If they are going to feel betrayed about it, or it's something that has a consequence in the future, of course, by all means, find a way and disclose it. But if it's things that, okay, that doesn't add anything constructive to the relationship, something, it's something that they'll fully understand that, okay, you did it in their best interest to save them. I don't think that you should be able to, I don't think that you should share such information. Again, every relationship is going to be different. Every marriage is going to be different. What works for A might not work for B. I will cite an example, something that has to do with finance. Let's say you have a partner that anytime something comes into your hands, that's where the lavish spending instinct comes alive. They want to spend everything. In that kind of situation, if you talk about it and say that, okay, this is not yielding fruit, I don't think it's this kind of situation that is going to be wise, to just once something comes into your hand, you go and scream it and broadcast it to them, this thing comes in. It will keep causing trouble. So by the time you stay with somebody for a while, you should be able to kind of figure out, with trial and error, you should be able to kind of figure out, okay, what's the boundary? Like, what's the boundary? What are the things that this person can handle? What are the things they want to hear? What are the things that they don't want to hear? And it's going to guide your effective communication. And also things like your past. When it comes to your past, except like in a committed relationship, let's say you guys are engaged or you guys are married, your past, I don't think that you should start sharing every intricate details. Trust me, a lot of people don't want to know about them, and it might even make a lot of people feel insecure. A lot of partners actually feel insecure. But if the person doesn't ask you, just shut up your mouth. Once it's something that doesn't have a future consequence or doesn't affect your union together, if the person doesn't ask you, I don't think it's wise to go about telling them. Also, a lot of people confuse this selective disclosure with vulnerability. I believe that for you to even think of spending your life with somebody, being in a long-term commitment with someone, it should be somebody that you should be completely vulnerable with. And what's vulnerability? Vulnerability simply means, okay, being able to show your emotion, be yourself, completely with somebody without fear of being the person will judge you or reject you, or the person will make you feel less of yourself. That's vulnerability, and I believe in complete vulnerability in a relationship and in marriage. But vulnerability doesn't mean that you have to tell them every single thing, my dear. You just have to apply wisdom. And once again, it's not like you're trying to be secretive. It's not like, you're not completely honest, but there's a very thin line between honesty and being polite. Let's say, for example, something happens and you're kind of losing attraction for your partner. It happens. And you know that you're consistently working on it. Or maybe you start finding someone else attractive, which normal happens in relationship. Depending on the kind of partner you have, I don't think it's wise to go and tell the person, okay, I don't find you attractive anymore. For a lot of people, it's going to make them insecure. It's going to cause more harm than good. In this kind of situation, you just have to find somebody else, like a mentor or somebody that can hold you accountable and confide in the person while you actually work on it. So things like that, things like this are actually very tricky. But like I said, as the days go by in your relationship, you'll be able to find the balance on what to say and what not to say. So there you have it, guys, my thoughts on whether you should tell your partner everything in a relationship. Once again, if you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Should you tell your partner everything? Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your time. I'm going to see you in the next video.